Hola, mi members de la familia. Mi nombre es Amarodagu. Son bienvenidos de nuevo a mi canal. And to my English subscribers, hello family members. My name is Amarodagu and welcome back to my channel. If you're seeing my face for the very first time, I'm originally from Nigeria and I bring to you content based on how you can obtain your visas, immigration news, and how you can live your best life right here in España. If you think you can relate to that kind of content, please do well to consider subscribing by pressing the red subscribe button down below. Turn on your bell notification so whenever I post, you'll be the first to get notified. Liking this video if you like this kind of content, sharing this content to other people who you think may need problem solving videos just like this one. So today is going to be an interesting video. If you clicked on this video, you definitely know what I want to share with you guys. Disclaimer, I'm not an immigration lawyer, neither am I a recruiter. This video is brought to you based on my own research. So do well to do your research and find out for yourself before you take your next step. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay, so these are some of the stereotypes that I, as an immigrant coming from Nigeria, coming from West Africa, coming from Africa, have experienced in Spain. And I would like to share this with you because you may have a different experience from mine. And if you do, please do well to leave it in the comment section. Let's share our experiences and just keep the ball rolling. So first on the list, in no particular order, Spaniards believe that any black that they see in their country came into their country through the sea. Oh my goodness. Should we tell them? Should we tell them? Let's leave that topic for another day. So yes, this one is very, very funny. So most of them, they listen to their news and several times they see immigrants, being in the rudder of a ship. Some of them go cross from different places and they enter into small boats. Some of them, while trying to cross, they even die in the process, and this has been happening in several occasions. So it's actually a reality that several Africans come through the sea. But of course, you cannot generalize and say that everybody you see in your country came from the sea. Some of us actually got visas. Some of us actually got work permits before we came in. Some of us actually got resident permits before we came into your country. So there are different ways you can come into Spain. All of us are not illegal and undocumented. So I'm here to correct the idea that every African you see came through the sea. That is not true, and that is just a stereotype that needs to be erased. Bora. This next one is actually true, and that is Africans left their country because they're running away from something, because they are at war, in famine, their country is not conducive enough for them. They left their home for something. Okay, yes, why this may be true in a certain degree. Some people left their home because the place is no longer conducive and they decided to leave. Or a large majority of people did not leave because there's fire in Africa or where they are coming from. They left because they got a job somewhere else in Europe and they just had to move. And some of them left because they got an opportunity to leave. They have been dreaming. They've always dreamt to live abroad. Some left because their country wasn't good enough, was not providing what it was supposed to provide at that point. And so they decided to leave to find a better opportunity for their children. So this can be true, but of course this could not be generalized. I don't know of any African country that is presently fighting war right now. I know there are internal crises here and there. There is bad government here and there. There is food, a lot of food in Africa. I know you guys see mostly on the international television stations that there are a lot of African children who are dying of hunger, who are dying of sickness, who are dying of poverty. But definitely they show all these things and they exaggerate a lot when they talk about this. They don't show Africans who are actually affluent. They are Africans who are actually living their best life in their country, making it. The Africans doing great and wonderful things. So this should be corrected because I want to say that 100% it is not the absolute truth. Another one I found out is that when you tell people that, like here in Spain, I will tell people ask me, what country are you from those who are, and for those who actually know, tell you, okay, where are you from? I will tell them I'm a Nigerian, and they will be like, Nigeria? Like, many of them don't know where Nigeria is. Like, they've not heard of Nigeria. I think one of the African countries that is most popular to them is South Africa. I don't know why this is, but most times they'll ask me, okay, are you a South African? I'll be like, no, I'm not a South African. I'm a Nigerian. Nigeria. Now, they'll not say Nigeria. They don't know Nigeria. Some of them know, but not all of them know. So a lot of Spaniards don't know Nigeria. Many of them are okay in their country. They've not traveled anywhere. So they don't know Nigeria. And this is what I found out. This is another stereotype I would like to call your attention to, that Nigeria is somewhere in West Africa. In fact, I'm going to put up the map somewhere here so that you know where Nigeria is. And it's a country that has a population of over 2 million inhabitants. They are full of very intelligent and just hardworking go-getters. And this country has mineral resources. We have, you know, God has blessed us with a good tropical temperament. It doesn't get cold in Nigeria. It's always sunny. So if you want to go to a country that has sun shining almost all around the year, Nigeria is a country you should consider. We have several tourist attractions.
Tourist attractions abound in Nigeria, ranging from hills, waterfalls, springs, lakes and mountains, rocks and beaches, Teak Olumo Rock in Abeokuta, Obudu Cattle Ranch Ware, Lekki Conservation Center, to mention a few.
Our food is top-notch. Our people are so welcoming. I want to believe that Nigeria is a country that welcomes foreigners even so much more than they even appreciate their own. It's like a it's like a problem, but this is the fact. So if you're coming from anywhere in the Europe and you're going to Nigeria, best bet you that you'll be welcomed like a king, because we're so friendly, we are so jovial, we are always, everything is cruise for Nigerians. So yes, Nigeria is a place that you need to visit if you're a Spaniard. Did you know, Did you know that Spaniards cannot really tell us alike? That we look like ourselves, we look alike, we are so, you know, we look alike. I don't know whether it's the color thing or maybe they don't know the different features that each person possesses. I don't know what it is, but this one is sure thing. They really cannot tell us alike. You know how I used to say that when I see Chinese people, I'm not able to tell them alike. They look like siblings. That is how the Spaniards say they cannot tell us alike. So I don't think this is like particular to them. But yes, this is what I found out as well. There's also a stereotype. Many Spaniards think that visiting any continent, visiting Africa, visiting anywhere inside the continent of Africa is actually very dangerous and they will not be able to survive it, so they don't want to go. They hear about Africa, but they don't want to go. If you tell them, oh, would you like to visit Africa? They'll be like, no. You ask them why, and they will tell you, oh, they heard that there are lions in Africa. They heard that Africa is impoverished. They heard that some people eat intestines and they don't want to go to such a place because they are afraid that they might just eat their intestines. Should we tell them? Should we tell them? Please, my fellow that's why I'm making this video. I'm trying to correct these stereotypes. Africa is a wonderful place to visit. Visit an African country, even if it's just one. Just go and have a feel of the African culture, African vibes, integrate with Africans. It's the best thing that can ever happen. And in this world, you have one chance to live your life, not to live it in regret. So yes, Africa is a beautiful place to visit as a continent, but there are several countries in Africa, and you can take your time and choose which country is safer for you to visit. You know, There are several countries in Africa. You can choose where you want to visit, and when you go there, you will not regret it. Ask your colleagues, ask your family members, ask your friends that have visited Africa what they think about Africa. Africa is not bad. Africa is a wonderful place to go to. So do well to make your plans this summer to go to Africa. Going to Africa is very affordable. Your currency is stronger than African's currency, all the currencies that we have in Africa. So you will definitely be traveling for cheaper, and you will definitely be enjoying yourself because Africa is so friendly. You will not even know that you're outside your country for the time you will be visiting. So yes, I want to use this opportunity to tell you that we don't eat intestines, and even if we eat intestines, it must be intestines of cows and goats, not intestines of human beings. And there are no lions walking on the streets in Africa. If there are, we would not survive. We would definitely not survive because the lions don't know who is black and who is white. Lions will eat anything that is meaty and fleshy and has blood flowing inside its veins. So the streets are just for human beings and the cars to patrol. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you have your own stereotypes that you've experienced, leave them down in the comment section. I would like to hear your experience as well. All right, so this is where we draw the curtain for today, for the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Until my next one, do well to binge another of my content. Remember, I work with authorized Spanish translator, and I can bring this service to you if need be. Do well to leave your request using my details up on here. Thank you very much for watching, and see you on my next one. Till then, hasta luego.